Complete cooperation and your honesty is going to be very important in this because we've done a lot of fact-finding already and we know a lot of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, is I'm going to ask you some questions I already know the answer to because I just met you. I don't know you from anybody else, right? And the best way I can, in one sitting, just meeting someone to determine if they're being honest and open with me, is to ask them questions I already know the answer to. And it's not that I'm trying to trip you up or trick you or be deceptive to you, but if you answer honestly things that I already know the answer to, then the pieces that I'm still trying to put together, that puzzle, it's going to be a lot easier for me to believe. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that being said, you are in handcuffs. Okay. You were detained at a traffic stop, and I'm asking questions about a criminal investigation. So with that, you're considered detained. So I have to read you your rights. Doesn't mean you're under arrest. It just means I want to ask you questions about a criminal investigation. Okay. And I have to read this to you. All right. You understand each of those rights? Okay. So you said that you live at, is it like a studio apartment built up in the hangar at the house or at the property?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so there's the main house, and that's connected to the hangar, and then my apartment is connected to the hangar in the very back.
Okay, so it's all one building, it's just kind of separated from inside?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, were you there last night at the house? Okay. Who was there with you?
Last night?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No one? Okay. And you said your parents live alone. Do you know if they have company?
They occasionally, like my brother Steven, he sometimes has problems with his wife. He comes by.
Mm-hmm.
David sometimes comes by to do lawn work. And
who's David?
That's one of my other brothers.
Okay.
The last of mine.
Last of mine? Okay.
Is it just all brothers? Do you have any sisters?
No, I have, so it goes boy, 2 girls, and then boy, me.
Oh, right. You're the youngest then, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So last night you were alone. What time do you think you went to bed?
I sent my wife a good night text. I want to say like 10:30.
At night?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And where was she? Do you know where she was at?
Yes, she was at her apartment with her mom and our daughter.
Okay. And you went to bed after that?
Right, like very shortly. I was very tired.
And then you woke up this morning about what time?
5-ish.
5? Okay.
I usually have an alarm either 5 or 5:45.
Okay. And what did you do?
I got up, I fed my cats, and I watched some movies, played some games on my phone. I'm in the middle of learning a new language on Duolingo. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Yeah, me and my wife are trying to learn to speak Valyrian from Game of Thrones.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I did that. I fed the cats. I put in a load of laundry, and then I came back and sat at the house and put on a movie, and then Brenda was dropping off to school, and she said that she had to get ice and go to Publix. And so I really wanted to see her, and we usually, she usually stays like Monday through Friday and then goes back to her mom's house for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't had that in a long time. It's been only we can only see each other for little bits and pieces during the day.
Why is that?
Because one of the weeks, it was very shortly ago, her mom really wanted her to come home earlier in the week, and then she got stuck there, and we have this whole thing, and so her mom wanted to stay there, and just things kept getting put off. So the next time that we were going to be being at my place was this coming Monday.
Okay. And
so
this morning, were you communicating with Brenda, through text or Facebook Messenger or something? Okay. And you made arrangements to go to Publix?
Mm-hmm. I was going to meet her at Publix.
Okay. And did she come over to the house and you guys went there together, or how did you meet up?
Everything's very blurry.
Why is that?
Just because of everything that's happening, you know, I'm on my way back to my place and I get pulled over and handcuffed and brought here.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's pretty stressful.
Okay. So she said that she was gonna go to Publix or racetrack to get ice in Publix. And then after she left and dropped the kid off, she's like, why don't I just come over there? And so she came over, and I was in one of my depressions because, you know, my record rate makes it very hard to get employed. And all I really want to be is a productive member of society and have a job, you know, work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and come home to my wife and kid. And it gets me down a lot, like that. I can't do that. And
so Brenda came over before Publix? Or
yes,
after?
before Publix.
Okay.